Ya, posise, imekalos, efelisto, simelos putazo eliniki galosa, to capo, exero oti den catalavanis. But I do have a really exciting message to give you this morning. So I'll just deliver it in English. Efelisto yeton endeo felonchu. I am excited to talk to you about protein. Efelisto politon theohia simera. I know protein. My ability to accept the truth about the discoveries I've made in reference to protein specifically are very important to become general knowledge. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help. So, a little exposition. I do have my blood results here. I have got full checkups and got my results printed off and given to me by the hospital here locally. And all of my numbers were in the mid-reference range. I don't know if you know anything about it, but to simplify, a mid-reference range may be 200 to 350. So if your score is below 200, well, you're a little low in that. And if your score is above 350, you're a little high in that. And if you're in the mid-range, I think that's... So all of mine were pretty much down the center. And when I got the results back from the doctor, she told me that the dietitian there wanted to speak with me about my results, because they weren't used to seeing results like mine. And so I did go in and I spoke with her. It was a short conversation. I can't get into that, but she was very interested in my proteins and how I kept my proteins where they were, knowing I didn't eat meat and stuff. So I do have them here. I have been studying food to body relation for a long time. And like I said, one of the big things is accepting it, accepting the knowledge and letting it just be, regardless what I thought previously. So here's some things about protein that I'm really happy to tell you. A lot of people don't realize this, but the only thing in the world that naturally makes protein is the ground, the grass, the vegetables, the earth. And the only reason the animals have protein is because they're eating that first. So, in that, you don't need to eat meat to get protein whatsoever. You can. And I'm very open to everyone's perspective, probably more than you would expect me to be. But you don't have to. And one of the things I accepted was, when I don't eat the animal and I find all these healthy natural sources to go with, I'm skipping the hormones and all the bullshit that's in that animal's system that's not supposed to be in mine, thinking I'm doing it just for the protein, when there's all these natural sources that animal's getting it from. I can eat them too. And then I don't have to eat the animal. I don't get the extra stuff from the animal, but I'm still getting high source protein, which is actually higher source protein because it's more direct in its production. There's a difference between malabsorption and deficiency. Malabsorption leads to deficiency, but it leads to a lot of things. So, if I could kind of try to lay it out for you, if you know that the malabsorption can go this way and cause a deficiency, can go this way and cause a deficiency, Well, if you only focus on the deficiency, you're missing the fact that that also does this and this and this. You're only looking over here at the deficiency, but it's doing all these things too. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Signal me. I know. So anyway, there is a difference between malabsorption and deficiency if you're interested in learning about it. With that said, you can eat meat, and there is some meats that are healthier choices than others. But another thing to know is when you know how to eat properly for your vitamins, minerals, and enzymes, you can eat that meat in moderation and you don't have to quit it. And one of the biggest problems that humanity has made with all of this is you have to quit this. Humans don't want to quit fuck all. We want to do what we want to do. Well, how about we take this perspective? You have to make sure you get this first and eat a little less of that. It's a more reasonable solution than expecting people to quit the things they love. If you know how to get your proper vitamins, minerals, and enzymes flowing, you can eat pretty much everything you want. Maybe not as much as you want, but you won't want to eat it that much then because you'll be feeling the difference from eating better. It's just like you can't have this perspective that your perspective is going to be the same then, because your perspective is going to change as you learn and feel the difference. So you're not going to feel the way you feel now. You're not going to think the way you think now, because you're going to be learning the value of, well, taking care of your own physical health and how much confidence that can bring you and how much joy that can bring you. Because, I mean, we have this world to take care of, but you have to take care of this world first. Without this world, we don't have this world. This world has to be first in that reference. And when you can take care of this world better, physically and mentally, by facing your wrongs and fixing them, not beating yourself up, mentally, not lying, being honest to yourself about your experience, and then eating properly for your vitamins, minerals, and enzymes, well, that changes a lot about how you feel and how you govern your own life, right? Peacefully, because you're following nature and you're doing the right thing for your body, mentally and physically. So I hope those are some thoughts to help. I was really happy to talk about it. But with that said, prepino figo. Affelisto yeton endeo felancho. Ειρήνη και αγάπη σε όλους. Πέρα με nun aisio daxe. Εν δύο τώρα.